Good evening, everybody. In this video, I wish to give you top reasons why you should not trust CNN. Now, this guy, Anderson Cooper, he starts off by starting off this newscast saying, "Good evening, we are encountering a failure presidential leadership." What is so alarming is, on what basis is he calling the presidential leadership to be a failure? And he says that at this time we need the presidential leadership at most. Well, the first and foremost thing, who really created this need? Everybody knows CNN was behind this. This person has this ability to dramatize every issue without any substance or essence. And he says that we require the presidential leadership more than ever, perhaps in our lifetime. What are you talking? More than ever, perhaps in our lifetime. Now, what has exactly befallen America? Now, you have to understand, these news people or the media people, they have the ability to make a mole out of a great hill and a hill out of a small mole. Now, if you were to watch this video by Anderson Cooper, you will clearly understand the way in which he has this uncanny nature of taking the people for a ride. He calls the President of the United States to be a wannabe wartime president. Would you believe this? And then he goes on making innumerable claims. I'm coming back to that. According to Anderson Cooper, the claim is that the president has called himself to be the law and order. Of course, the president is the law and order. Everybody knows that. If you are so much incapacitated to even know the truth that the president is indeed the law and order, then who has to be blamed? And then this guy, Anderson Cooper, mentions that the president would be dominating. And then he, goes in the style of Hollywood, saying the word again, dominate, in his words. Well, I'm not sure if Anderson Cooper is watching his own news. Today, the land of America has become a war zone. Not only that, businesses are being looted, houses are being burned down, shops are being ravaged. And this man, and I wouldn't even use the word man because man is a noble term. I don't know how to define Anderson Cooper, because he has this ability of adding more salt. This is how these news medias, they misquote, misinterpret the president. When the president used the word dominate, it is actually to bring to senses the situation that America is now encountering. Of course, there's nothing wrong in using the word dominate. Good has to dominate bad. Goodness has to dominate evil. Bad has to be trampled, right? Under the name of peaceful protest, you know what they say? Let me read it to you. Peaceful protesters near White House, tear gassed, shot with rubber bullets so Trump can have church photo. You see how they are coining? Do you know, good people, today there was a video which showcased White House partly being burned down, and CNN, Anderson Cooper, puts his foot in his mouth and he talks as if these protesters are really holiest of the holy. You got to watch it. No wonder Mr. President calls CNN to be fake news. It's terrible the way these people are manipulating news. And then he quotes that the president will send active duty military personnel. What is wrong on that? This man doesn't even walk on the streets of New York or walk on the streets of Minnesota or walk on the streets of Washington, right? It's total war there. It's a war zone. So unless or until the president sends the presidential troops or the military, there's no surety that life would proceed. Under the name of peaceful protest, these people are not protesting. They are rampaging the streets of America, killing people, damaging businesses, burning houses, and gutting down any enterprise that they come across. I'm not sure if you'd have seen the video. You got to go and see the videos that these people are entering businesses and taking away precious properties that have been owned by the businesses. And here you have Anderson Cooper from CNN, puts his foot in his mouth and really claims that the protesters are so peaceful. And here we have a wartime president who is not doing his job. That's the way he is accusing the president. Right? If not for the president, I'm sure we'd be going through more rough times. I tell you. Well, you have to understand one particular thing. Now, it is imperative that the sovereignty of the land has to be protected. The republic has to be protected. You know, these protesters, under the name of protesting, they are destroying America. If the president doesn't intervene and step in and send in the National Guards, then I'm sure these people would burn America down. Do you know the recent news? White House has been partially burned. Can you believe this, people? Okay, agreed. George Floyd's death is something that humanity weeps. Humanity is shocked. But that doesn't mean that you can burn down scores of innocent people's livelihood by burning their businesses down. On the Twitter, I see so many messages where black people are saying, oh, if you're a white and you wish to condemn this, ensure that you tell to your children that you have to treat the black people on par. Well, all those words are ringing great honey into the ears of people who are hearing them. But the question is, on one side, you are talking about great sacrifice, great humanity, and right on the other end, you're going and burning businesses, houses, looting, damaging property. Why did you all burn White House? That's the biggest question. You are creating a huge rift between black and white and other races. There's a huge rift going on. Now, if you are protesting peacefully, like what Mahatma Gandhi did in a non-violent manner, then it's a different case. The world will bow unto you. But Anderson Cooper has the ability to misquote and reiterate the truth. Mr. Trump did never use anything that is against the interest of law-abiding American citizens. If Mr. Trump doesn't intervene, these people would burn America down. It's not a joke. You got to see, these people are roaming the streets without shirts. Right? I see a lot of people carrying a lot of sticks and this and that. And here you have CNN putting his foot in his mouth and promoting a story through actor or actress. I don't know what to say about Mr. Anderson Cooper, right? So that you manipulate in such a manner that the president looks bad. But to all the good people of the world, if the president of America, if Mr. Donald Trump doesn't intervene by sending in the military, these people, so-called protesters, they're not protesters, they're hooligans. Of course, everybody knows CNN is involved in creating this mayhem because elections are coming and media has got a greater part in manipulating how the elections proceed. So, to all the people who are watching, it is imperative that you have to know crime has taken place. We all know George Floyd's untimely death has to be brought to justice. Judiciary system is there. They will take care of it. Now, in spite of all these things, is it wise for you to take up the law and go on a rampage, destroying businesses, destroying households and burning places? Is it really wise? That's a question. What difference are you talking about? And the people like Anderson Cooper, they neither know good nor bad. They know the difference between plus and minus. And they have the ability to manipulate with words because they are being trained for that. But we need to apply our common sense. We need to have faith and trust in Mr. Donald Trump. And we need to believe that whatever he is doing for the good of all law-abiding American citizens. Thank you, people. God bless. Bye-bye.